Hi everyone, this is a video to go over our new revamped tag browsing feature, which allows us to browse various different types of devices, not just OPC UA, but we can actually get into different machines and systems and MQTT as well. Um, Initially, we had a browsing feature which allowed us to quickly browse servers and get data from these systems very quickly and be able to see a quick browse. What we've done is to take it a step further and actually allow a user to browse the entire tree hierarchy, regardless of how many nodes are existing in that tree. So this could be into 200,000, 300,000 nodes, where the user can actually just create separate tasks for specific browsing. Once the browse job has been completed and we have the browser results, we have very advanced searching tools to be able to quickly find the exact nodes or the topics that you're looking for and quickly add them into the Litmus Edge platform. So I have Litmus Edge running here. In this device, in this Litmus Edge, I have a couple devices already configured. So I have a Siemens PLC, I have Litmus UNS connected as an MQTT client here. I have an Ignition gateway also connected. I have a Sparkplug B broker. I have an EMQX broker, and I even have an OPC UA server that is running. In this demo, we'll go over essentially creating browse jobs for all of these and actually seeing those results in real time. So as a user, I simply just need to go into browse once I already have my device connected. And what I'll see is I'll have a list of all of the devices that support browsing. So I can simply go, let's just say I go to Litmus UNS, and I can simply create a task. Depending on the device, there will be certain specific parameters that I can define on how I want this specific browse task or the browse parameters to be. And I can give this a name to be specific to the specific task as well. So I'll just give this LUNS2. We'll clean cache and I'll create this task. As this browse task is happening, it's happening in the background. I can navigate to any other page, perform my actions as needed, and once the task is done, I'll actually get notified that that task job was done there. You also might have noticed that this job was pretty quick, but if I was to start a task job for a larger tree, so let's say if we do this, you'll see that as this job is happening, I will be notified with an icon here. And this will actually tell me that this is an in progress browse task taking place. If I was in a different screen, so let's say I'm on this data hub screen, just by clicking this UI element, I will be taken to that specific task that is taking place as well. At the same time, we have the ability to manage our completed, in progress, and pending browse tasks. So I can navigate to manage tasks. I can see all the different browse tasks that were already completed, along with the parameters that I had set for that specific task. So we have one for Ignition. It'll tell me the amount of folders I found, the items, the size on disk, and going down with the various browse tasks for every single device. We can have multiple browse tasks running at the same time, as long as they're for different devices that we have connected to Litmus Edge. And of course, if I feel that we no longer need a specific browse task or it's taking too much space, we can obviously delete it and get rid of that data as well. So what will take place is we'll take a look at our ignition that we're browsing here. So this job is already complete. And of course, if I have multiple jobs, they'll also appear here as well. And from here, I can dig down into the various folders that are existing as part of my ignition gateway here. So within any folder, I will see the list of nodes or tags available, allowing me to also control which columns and which data I also want to see. And of course, we can dig into various different folders as they go down. So this is pump 1, we can go into pump 2 and see those tags that are part of those folders as well. We also have advanced search capabilities. So I'll give an example of this dev OPC UA server that we have. Now in this server, I might know maybe just one of the parent folders that I want to look in, but I don't know the full path. So instead of having to dig down at device 1 and find these test 200K folder which has, again, 200,000 tags available, I can simply go do an advanced search. So we'll go into, let's say, contains. Actually, let's take a look at, so we'll use the name, and I'll just type in test 200K. And you can see in a matter of seconds, it found all of the tags that are part of that 200K folder. I have the tag name that will be defined along with the full path of where these tags exist, right? So we're going into object, channel 1, device 1, and 200K. And again, you can see that there's 200,000 tags that I've loaded up in my page here. And what we can decide is I can select all of these. So this is selecting 1,000 from this page 1. And we have the ability to quickly just create these tags into my Litmus Edge device, but I also have the ability to add these to cart. So I can start adding tags to this cart if I want to go to another page or another folder. I can go in, I can go to device 1, maybe I want to go to my test, and we're going to go ahead and add these to cart as well. You can see that my cart is increasing, and you can see this, consider this almost like a shopping cart. We've added all of these tags or nodes to the specific cart. And then from there, I have the ability to decide maybe there's certain things that I want to remove from our selection, or I actually want to do an update. So I know that the polling interval for all these tags, I don't want it to be 1 second. Maybe that's too fast. Maybe we can make it to 10 seconds. And you can see it will update all 1,048 tags that I had selected to have a polling interval of 10 seconds. Now from here, if I just simply click create all, this will quickly add all 1,048 tags directly to Litmus Edge, and now they're starting to publish onto my NATS message broker, allowing me to use the various different services within Litmus Edge to start activating and scaling that data as well. This quick button will take me to the tags page. Tags are available here, and I can use the topics or wildcards to subscribe to this data here. Jumping back over into Browse, user has full UI control in terms of what exactly they want to see with the columns, along with being able to increase and decrease these column fields to be able to see the data and information as desired there. So we also have the ability to download the entire browse results and actually see them in either Excel or another platform. So I have this Sparkplug B broker, and I have all my browse results already completed. I can simply click this download tags here. This will generate a CSV file with all my browse results. So I'm just going to go ahead and save that right there. We'll go into, so I'll open up Excel here. And I can simply load that the CSV file into my Excel, and I will see all of the data available. And you can see you have a clean, structured CSV file in Excel with all the different details from my browse result, even including the path indicating exactly where the hierarchy of where this data is coming from. Of course, as the end user, I can go ahead, I can update various configuration here, use this to actually search for the specific tags or topics or nodes that I would like to add, and make changes and then actually add them into Litmus Edge using CSV files as well. All the browser results and the tasks that have been completed is that we persist this information and results. So as long as you don't need new information coming from the OPC server, you will have these results existing within your Litmus Edge instance, even if your Litmus Edge was rebooted or the VM was shut as well. Along with Power Cycle as well, we will persist all of the information from the browse results that were completed. Yeah, and then you can see as these browse tasks are either being created, started, and stopped, or actually being completed, these all show up as system events. So with browse tasks that are maybe taking certain time, like a very long length of time to complete, just because of um, how big the tree hierarchy is, we can actually set these up with alarms and triggers using LEM to notify stakeholders that a browse task is completed, and then that user can obviously go back into Litmus Edge and see the browse results on their own time.